Hola, en esta lección vamos a discutir los mandatos familiares en español. All right. Hello, everybody, and today we are discussing mandatos, which means commands, but we're going to discuss mandatos familiares, familiar commands, or as we like to say, affirmative to commands, is what we're going to be looking at. So let's look. It says, escucha cómo usar los mandatos. Well, this is a command. Listen on how to use the commands. So let's go on to the next page here, next slide. All right, so to tell someone to do something, you use what we call an affirmative command. It's like listen, eat, so on. Drink the milk, as it says down here. Okay, those are affirmative commands, also known as a positive command. This is different from a negative command where you tell someone not to do something. So we could say, drink the milk. That's a affirmative command or positive command. The negative command would be, don't drink the milk. All right. So the specific types of commands are we're going to look at two commands. All right. All right. So you would use two commands with anyone you would address as tú, sibling, friend, parent to a child, and so on. Usted commands are different, and we'll talk about those in another week or so. Okay. All right. So remember that a command tells someone to do something: eat, drink. Okay. All right. Remember with verbs, and commands come from a verb, it's a form of a verb. Remember with verbs, the infinitive form means to do something. And when you put that infinitive in the to form, it means you do something. It's not a command. So for ejemplo, we have comer, that's the infinitive form. It means to eat. And if we put it in the to form, comes, it means you eat. And that's a statement, not a command. Okay, we'd be like, tú comes pizza? You eat pizza? And it's stating a fact. Okay, so there is a difference between an affirmative to command form and the actual just regular to form of the verb. All right, and we're going to look at that. Okay, come, so we have comer. The command form of comer to someone you address as to is come. It's the command form, and it would just mean eat. So if I were to look at you and I'd say, come tu desayuno, that means eat your breakfast. Okay, as opposed to if I said tú comes tu desayuno, you eat your breakfast, that would be a factual statement. All right, so it says, keep in mind that not every verb can be used as a command. For example, poder we would not use as a command. All right, so here's the key to this. For most verbs, in order to form the command form, you use the third person singular conjugation of that verb. So to make two commands, you would actually conjugate the verb in the él, ella, or usted form. Okay, but it's not going to mean he eats or she eats. You're going to look at someone directly and you're going to say come, and you're telling them to eat, and you say it with emphasis. Okay, or you could tell them descansa, and we say it with emphasis. That means rest. Okay, so the affirmative to commands, telling a command to someone you address as tú, okay, telling them what to do, it is the same verb form as the él, ella, usted form, except you're looking right at a person and you're telling them to do it. All right? So the command form to tell someone talk, if we want to say talk or speak, is habla, like we'd say habla en español, speak Spanish. Okay? The command form to tell someone to drink would be toma or bebe. Okay, the él, ella form is toma, but if we looked at someone and said, toma tu leche, that would mean drink your milk. Okay, so write the following command forms for the words. Well, run. Correr is to run. The él, ella form is corre, but if I want to tell like my son and I'm talking to him and say run, I would look at him and say corre. It's the same as the él, ella form, but you're saying it directly to someone. Okay, rest is the verb is descansar. The él, ella form is descansa. So the command form is descansa. Study. We know that a study is estudiar. So if I want to tell my daughter to study, I would look at her and say, estudia. All right, sing. Cantar is to sing. So I just make it canta, the LA form, and say it directly to someone. Canta. Write, okay, would be escribir. The LA form of escribir is escribe. So I would look at maybe my wife and I want her to write the letter. I'd say escribe la carta. Dance, bailar is to dance. Okay, if I want someone and I tell them to dance now, I'd say baila, ahora. Dance now. And then cocinar is to cook, so the command form is cocina. Cut is cortar, so I'd say corta. And mix is mezclar, so mezcla. So how easy, right? So que fácil, ¿no? Okay, so remember, it's the ella form of the verb is the command form. It's the same thing, okay, even though it doesn't mean the same thing. You look directly at someone and you say it with emphasis and you're giving them a command, telling them what to do, okay? But wait, watch out for stem change verbs. They're still going to stem change, okay? Remember our 3 types of stem changers. We have pedir, that's going to stem change an E just to an I, because it's an IR verb. Servir, E to I. Probar, O to UE. And then this verb, merendar, this E is going to change to IE. Well, if you put it in the LA form, they're going to stem change. So the command form is going to stem change. Okay, so pedir becomes pide, and you're telling someone order, pide la comida, order the food. Servir, sirve la comida, serve the food. Probar is prueba, okay? Prueba la sopa, try the soup, taste the soup. And merendar means to snack, would be merienda, okay? Merienda a las dos, snack at 2. All right, other stem changers, dormir would become duerme, sleep. So you tell a little child duerme, or jugar, juega, if you tell them play nice, juega bien, okay? Almorzar, this O becomes UE, to tell someone to eat lunch, almuerza, okay? And then entender stem changes, E to IE, but notice not a command, it means understand, okay? And then, of course, there are some irregulars. So let me talk about these. All right, you have there are only these 8 irregular verb command forms. Decir, to say or to tell, ser, to be, hacer, to do or to make, ir, to go, poner, to put, tener, to have, venir, to come, and salir, to leave. Now, take out ser and ir for a second. All these verbs except for ser and ir, decir, hacer, poner, tener, venir, and salir, in their yo form, they're go verbs. Remember that decir becomes digo, hacer becomes hago, poner pongo, tener tengo, venir becomes vengo, and salir becomes salgo. Well, to get the command forms of those verbs, remember we're not talking about ser and ir, we'll look at them in a second. Just put them in their yo form and take off the go. So if decir is digo, take off the go, and I get D. I'm going to skip hacer for a second. Poner, the yo form is pongo. I take off the go, I'm left with pon, and that's the command. Pon, put. Tener is tango. If I take off the go, I get ten, T-E-N, ten, and that means have. Ten paciencia, have patience. Venir, the yo form is vengo. Take off the go, I'm left with ven. Okay, ven a la clase, come to class. Salir means to leave. The yo form is salgo. Take off the go, you're left with sal. Okay, sal de la casa, leave the house. Okay, now hacer, the yo form is hago. If you drop the go, you're left with a, H-A. Well, we don't want to keep it that because that actually means something different. So we add a Z on, as you'll see in a second, as. And then we'll look at ser and ir. They're not go verbs, but they are irregular. So let's pull those up. So look, decir, digo, take off the go, di. Ser becomes se. So if I looked at you and said, se bueno, that means be good. Hacer, here's what we're talking about. Okay, hago, take off the go, you're with a, so you slip on the Z. Haz, okay, means do. Haz la tarea, do the homework. Ir becomes ve, okay. Ve a tu cuarto, go to your room, okay. Poner, pongo, take off the go. Pon la mesa, set the table. Tener, okay, take off the go, you're left with ten. Okay, ten paciencia, like I said earlier, have patience. Venir, vengo, take off the go, you're left with ven. And salir, salgo, take off the go, you're left with sal. So those are the command forms. So say, be, do, go, put, have, come, and leave is what they mean underneath them. Okay. All right. Es el Cordero de Mary. I'm not sure why we have Mary's little lamb here. All right, so we have a Garfield here, and he says ve. Remember, that means go. He's telling John to go, and he says compra. Compra regalos. Those are commands. Buy presents. Okay, compra muchos regalos. Buy a lot of presents. And then de veras means really. You really have the spirit of Christmas, Garfield. So there you go. There's your little joke. Okay, guys, I hope you understand this. You can watch this. I also added notes in Schoology that explain this. And you can watch this as many times as you need to. All right, guys, have a good day. Good luck with your practice. And email me if you have any questions.